In my first video, I showed a sumi where I pulled my opponent's sleeve across my body. If my opponent either grabs my chest, pull across, or if I'm able to just grab his arm, I can pull it across. I'm going to reach my left hand across his back on the opposite side of his spine, pulling tight. Try to bring my elbows into my body. Then from the front, I'm going to bend my his arm is going to cross my chest. I'm going to bend at my hips, put a little bit of pressure on his elbow and his shoulder to make him bend over. Next, I'm going to use my closest leg to bump out his closest leg. I do this for the reaction. Then I'm going to take my far leg, I'm going to step my toes pointed back just inside of his far leg. Right after that, I'm lifting my close leg, which is my left leg in this case, up, and I'm going to hook my foot right on the inside of his thigh. When I'm there, I'm simply going to sit my backside on my right heel, keeping his body in tight, and he's going to roll diagonally across my body, preferably onto his back. So I'm going to pull across, get a little bit of bend, close leg, then I punch his close leg out, step my right leg in, toes pointed back, left leg up to his groin, sit on my heel. Try to use my bottom, my brace leg for a little more drive. From here, just sit up in the side control. A variation of this throw, which is very helpful if someone is either bent over, so you're having issues pulling the sleeve by, or they're very defensive when you're trying to pull the arm by. They want no part of it. Every time I touch it, they're breaking away. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring my right hand to the same side lapel, which is his left lapel. Take my left arm, I'm going to go on the same side of his body as my right hand is. Reach over his back and grab his belt. This angle you can see, I'm not on opposite sides of his head. Come to the same side, reach over, grab his belt. Or grab his belt, pull him in tight. Try to make my arm touch my chest. It's going to be difficult to do with his body in the way, obviously, but that's how you have to imagine it. As you come over, your body tightens up. Next, the first step towards actually throwing the opponent is going to be once I reach over and grab his belt, pull my arms in tight, I'm going to step my right leg inside of his two legs. Preferably a little bit towards his left side, so a little bit towards my right side. My left leg is going to do the exact same thing as I did with a cross grip sumi. I'm going to pull it up to the inside of his groin, hook with my foot. As soon as I do that, I'm going to sit back on my right heel, and I'm going to pull my opponent past my body, not directly into my body. If I pull him in here and I sit down, he's going to fall right on top of me. So I'm going to try to pull him toward my back left corner. So to come across, my pull motion is here. It's not directly onto me, it's the back left corner. Now, this is another throw where you necessarily don't have to do it 100%. If you're a little bit cautious with it though, you could get hurt. And not physically hurt, but you get hurt in the points. So ideally, if you blast into it and do 100%, you're going to roll all the way over on top of your opponent, and you're going to land in the mount. So to show, come across his body, my body's going to be all on the same side of his. Reach down, ideally grab his belt, pull his body in tight, step in, right leg bent, left foot coming up to his groin, and step back and pull him over. I'm going to drive with my body all the way across, so I'm going to roll up over my head and land in mount. With the opposite angle, you'll see a little bit better where my left hand is being placed. As I come across his body, grabbing his belt, my whole body is going to be on my right, his left side of his spine. I don't want to reach across, reach straight down, grab his belt pretty much in the middle of his back. As I do that, pulling in tight, my right leg is going to step in about right center, his left center, toes pointed back, knee bent. Left leg, as I sit down, is coming up to the inside of his thigh. My pulling motion again, back left corner. Not straight on me, back left corner. And I want to make sure when I throw, I'm going 100% over my back. Ideally, you're going to land in mount. If you land in half guard, that's fine. It's still better than being on the bad end of that technique or that position. Reach across, grab the belt, step in, foot comes up as you sit down. Land in the mount. It's important to point out, even with the opponent, Aaron here is about 200, 210 pounds. I'm over 300 pounds. As I reach across, if I don't have this tight here, if it's loose, I just come in, he's just going to land straight on top of me, even with the size difference. I want to make sure, as I come across, it's tight. Elbows in tight. As I step in, pulling at the back left corner. A little bit of movement. Even here, I'm in half guard. That's fine. Do a half guard pass. Again, I can't stress the importance of when you reach across, keep your opponent tight. Pull diagonally, not straight onto your chest.